Breaking news, guys. The Senate, the Australian Parliament have pushed through digital ID, which is really scary to think about. Basically, what this means is we're setting up a system where banks, creditors, businesses, and the government can basically just have direct access to your digital ID. Don't even need to talk to you. And that's kind of scary because it's centralizing all the power through a digital ID. There's no sense of privacy anymore. It's just really, really odd. It's just Big Brother, but in a digital world. So all the conspiracy theorists are looking more and more true by the day. I just keep in mind, guys, this sets up so many scenarios that could only be talked about in a sci-fi movie. Quite frightening. Another thing is, guys, look at this. SA Health postpones elective surgeries across public hospitals in Adelaide as patient demand surges. Guys, the Labor Party made a huge promise to stop ramping. Not only has ramping got worse, it's the worst it's ever been in history. And not only that, they're now closing down surgeries. Like, these are surgeries that people need to have. And yeah, they call them, they're not important surgeries. You can't. How can you make that? How can you make that claim? It's really, really stressful to see this, and it's actually quite sad. But yeah, it's just another promise. And you know me, guys. Like, I have a dig at everyone. If it's Labor, Liberal, Green, it doesn't matter. It's not about the parties. It's what's the issue at hand. And the issue at hand is, yes, ramping is out of control. Ramping is out of control. Surgery is being shut down. It's an indicator of how bad the health system has become in South Australia. And people want to say, it's because we don't have enough hospitals, or we don't have this, or enough. One, we got rid of so many professionals because of these stupid mandates. Two, who's to say that this mRNA technology isn't causing these spikes? We don't know that. It might not be true. It might be true, but we just don't know. And there's all these other things, that the stresses and the depressions and the anxieties and the financial stress, all the things that are post-pandemic have led to this now. So look, everyone's at fault here, but yeah, this is really bad. And I'm just really, really concerned about this because Labor made us a promise. They told us, guys, we're going to fix this. And they're too busy worrying about when's the next gather round or some other festival. Like, okay, we get it. Like, obviously Adelaide's good at festivals, but you know what's more important? Having a good healthcare system that people can rely on. They don't have to call up and they're waiting 10 hours for an ambulance. And there's some really hardworking people there. There are people who did everything they could to take care of us, and they're getting stepped all over. But yeah, crazy night tonight, guys. And yeah, back to this digital ID quickly. It's really, really bad. Labor out of control, and this power grab is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in years. And not only that, obviously the Greens and the Labor Party all love this. They love this so much. More control, freedom of expression gone, freedom of speech gone. They're setting up a social credit system. You say anything that's not part of their ideology, you're basically done for. You're going to get shut down. Your bank account's going to be shut down. Look what happened in Canada. They're not afraid to do it. If the Canadians are going to do it, and it's another Commonwealth country, of course the Australians will do it. Look what's happening in Alice Springs. You don't think the Australian government can't do some crazy things? Go take a trip to Alice Springs and you can see how much power the Australian government truly have. Thanks, guys.